Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer, practice group leader, and very grateful practitioner of Spring Forest Qigong. This was created 30 years ago by Master Chen Yilin. And Qigong, though, has been around for thousands and thousands of years. And it is a way to help you to um, stay balanced, to have your body in balance, to have your mind connected, to have your emotions, instead of maybe going this much waving here, to come to something like this, right? And to help to uh, bring you along your journey of evolving, enlightenment. I mean, that you can get to that too. Now, you might be here for the practice to help your body heal. So, wherever you are coming from, that's perfect. And there's no reason you need to have a goal that's not your goal. Okay, so bring your goal here, your intentions, and see what happens. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Lynn. Hi, June. How are you? Happy Friday. So today is peaceful gratitude. We've been bringing in the emotions with Master Lin's 5 element Qigong practice. And Monday was for the wood element, which is the liver system. And the emotion was happy, is happy. Tuesday, the emotion was joy for the heart system. And that's the summer season. All kinds of fun things we're learning. Wednesday, we did Peaceful Peace, which I think I really needed that day. And that is for our spleen, pancreas, and stomach, bringing in peace, releasing anxiety and overthinking. So bring in that yellow color anytime you want to help you. Hey, I've got it on today, oranges and yellows. You need a little more peace, release some tension. And yesterday was peaceful contentment, bringing in the color white, the lung system, which is actually the metal element. All right, so today is peaceful gratitude. So we're working with our kidney system, which in the element form, that is the water element. And in our body is everything that's got water. So a lot, especially kidneys, bladder, reproductive organs, brain, bones, bone marrow. So, all right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, hello to everybody. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Pam. Hi, oh, I don't know if I've missed anybody. So, I'll start at the beginning. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Lynn. Hi, June. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Pam. There we go. I definitely have y'all now. Plus, everybody. Hi, Yipeng. Hi, Pam. Oh, my goodness. Look at everybody. How wonderful. All right, so let's get started with our practice. And we start with bouncing. So that's the first of the active exercises. Our feet are shoulder hip distance apart. The knees are gently relaxed. Shoulders fit in their little place, elbows out, fingers open. Feel the earth energy coming up and saying, I got you. Going all the way through your body, out the top of your head, and you see the beautiful sun in the center of the universe, and you feel the beams of love and light coming down, and the peaceful gratitude from the earth, from the heavens, and from your own heart as you are joyfully smiling and you start to bounce. So a little smile comes up on your face. Tip of the tongue, we touch to the roof of the mouth, connecting the front and back main energy channels. And you can tuck your chin in a little bit. That's going to help align the neck with the rest of the spine so that chi can just flow around and around unimpeded. As the chi flows, any blockages are released, and you see or feel or know that any blockages are going to turn into light or smoke. Hi, Christine. Or butterflies. Let's raise our hands up into the air and let your hands flap at the wrists. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Notice your in-breath and how your chest feels, how your shoulders feel, how your underarms feel, how your back feels. And if you feel tension, then especially for 2 or 3 breaths, follow your out breath. And just let it keep going until it stops. And then wait until your body breathes for you. Because it knows how to do that. And when we start trying to control that breath, we are adding a nice layer of stress. So let's release that. Use these few minutes to reset that and say, oh, right. I don't need to try to breathe. And if you have some situation or challenge with your breath, that could be really hard to do. So go at your own pace and just a little bit, just the intention of trusting your body to breathe. And let's just bring in white light for anyone having lung challenges and help with our breathing to help their breathing. Doesn't that change it a little bit when you are breathing for someone else? And that may sound nonsensical, well, let's do it anyway. And notice what happens to your breathing when you just let go of that mega focus on your breath. Am I breathing? Am I breathing? Am I breathing? And you've turned it to the act of helping someone else. Because if you well, this is what I'm experiencing. You'll have to let me know what you're experiencing. Hi, Dorothy. But what I'm experiencing is it's so much easier to breathe because I'm focusing on how I want to help someone else to be able to breathe easily. So it's like my body's demonstrating what I want for everybody else. Bring the white light of the metal element for the lung system in and out and through, and just see the whole world breathing. White light, and releasing out billions and billions and trillions of butterflies. And the whole world is sighing with relief of being able to breathe. It's like, oh, yeah, that feels better. Can you see that? What's that feel like for you? Great job with our 5 minutes of bouncing, and wow, mega healing for the world right there. How'd that happen? Awesome. And then let's bounce side to side and open up the spine. And let's stay here a little bit longer. Breathing in and out gently, still through the nose if you can. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you need to, for detoxification. What if you breathe up from the ground through your spine as you're doing this? We're having some fun experiments here. Going up through the tailbone and out the top of the head, and as it goes through the whole spine, mine feels like blue light, but whatever light is for you. Then can you tell that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, millions, zillions if you want, of butterflies leave from your body, energy which is transformed, energy you no longer need, and we're feeling so light already. And then slow down and stop when you're ready. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, let's get into the beginning of the universe position to go into song like a pine tree. Spine, how's your spine feel from that breathing from the ground up? Shoulders are softened, elbows are out. Stretch your fingers and toes. Stimulate the 12 meridians in your body that start in these areas. And say, yes, here we go. So we've already been bouncing, we've been waking up the chi. We're going to release the toes and fingers. We're getting it moving. And now you can switch your breathing to in and out through the nose, unless your body still wants to detoxify, and then continue, and you'll notice it change to in and out through the nose when you're ready. We didn't do our tapping, so we're going to come back to tapping. And I'm skipping the shoulder shrugs today. Seem to be out of order, and that's okay. Beginning of the eyebrows. You can shoulder shrug if you want. Cup the top of the head. Maybe we'll do it at the end of this. Come down to your C7 and massage it. Switching things up is good once in a while. Just felt that we really were going into song so easily. But then I got the reminder to, go to the specific points and continue to let the body detoxify. So underarm, knees are slightly bent. Other side, window of the lungs, other side, clap again, inside left elbow. If you're new here, we're basically doing 9 repetitions of each thing. Waking up chi specifically, or focusing on different parts of the body to wake up the chi in all the meridians for all the organ systems, just to get everything alive and moving before we do our healing movement. Awesome. Okay. Yes, let's say hello to our kidneys. So we cup that area, then we rub it with the back of our hands first, and then the palms. Of course, if you go in the other order, that's fine too. No worries. And then we're going to tap our tailbone, and we're going to tap our hips. We're going to come down to the knees, and we're going to cup the knees and send sweet, kind, healing vibrations, and then release your hands and come around to the back of the knees, coming forward. We're going to come forward and we're going to send beautiful vibrations. What music do you like? Send that in gently. So if you're into really hard rock kind of thing, well, at least send in the gentlest part. Unless that's what your vibe is, and then just go ahead and do it. And up on the toes and down on the heels. Avoiding this if you're pregnant, and then you can just kind of still, anybody can do this without banging down, all right? Gently. But feel the bottom of your feet and that connection to the earth. All right. We're going to go right in. So if you want to do your shoulder shrugs, go ahead and you can meet us. Otherwise, we're going right into song. Feet, shoulder, hip distance apart. Shoulders relax. Elbows out, fingers open, smile on your face. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Breathe in and out through the nose. Say the password, I am in the universe. Yes, the universe is in my body. Take the whole picture you have in your mind of what the universe looks like and pour it inside of you. The universe and I combine together. We are going to have such a beautiful day. Me and you and the universe. Connect to your own master, your own guides, your own creator, your family. Connect to that energy which is so precious to you. And ask for what you want from your practice today, from your whole day. We're bringing in peaceful gratitude. And let that resonate throughout your body. And what we're going to do this morning is we will do the fifth movement, which is connecting with your heart's energy. But I want to do a little bit of 7 steps to new life. So we're just going to stand with our feet shoulder hip distance apart, and I'll show you my hands. So we're going to scoop up energy from the earth, and I will tell you what point we're at, and then you just bring it up, and you can end anywhere you want. You don't have to go all the way up. And then we'll breathe out. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. See better here. So we're going to breathe in and out, and breathe in and out. Okay? All right, so knees slightly bent, body nice and straight. Take a deep breath in, scooping up the energy of the earth, and we slowly bring it up and feel chi coming up through our feet and all the way to our navel, this lower dantian. And when you feel like you're filled up with that liquid light, we're going to release it down, push it on down like we're squishing it out. This is just a wonderful way to clear your energy. Now we'll take another breath in, and we'll bring ourselves up. Feel like you're filling up with liquid light to your heart area, the middle dantian, and we turn our hands over and we release it out and feel like you're plunging it all out or squeezing the sponge, and it's just coming out as beautiful butterflies or whatever you want. Just have some fun with it. And then we breathe in again, and we bring it up and fill ourselves to our shoulders, and then we release it back down. And my legs today are doing a little coming up with it and coming down, so you could just allow whatever happens to you. That's a bit different. And now we bring the light and love all the way to our throat. And let's hang out here for a little bit and really feel as if you've got this liquid filled up And you're cleaning everything out, and then hands turn over and squish it on down. And then we're going to come up again and breathing. Bring up this light from the earth. Is it yellow for you? Whatever colors are coming to you, might be different colors. To the nose, and it's kind of tickling your nose because the liquid's right up to the nostrils. And then you turn your hands over and release down. And then we bring it on up again as we breathe in. And feel yourself filling all the way up to your third eye, so the forehead. And you don't have to bring your hands all the way up. You can just leave them wherever they want to be. But feel that going all the way up to there. And you're all filled, and it's cleaning your ears out and everything, and your eyeballs. If they're itchy, it's cleaning it out. Any allergies, your sinuses. And then we'll take our hands and push it all down and out, and butterflies or dolphins flying off or whatever you want. And then one more time, breathe in with just a relaxed breathing, deep breathing in. Let this go all the way to the top of your head and feel as if you're filled up with unbelievable light and sparkles, and whatever's happening is so beautiful for you. And you could feel it in your muscles and your bones. It's just opening, 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 and then take your hands and release down as you breathe out. All right, now we'll take our hands together in prayer position like this. Hi, Nadia. Welcome. And what we're going to do is, all we do is we breathe in, so we still have our feet about shoulder or hip distance apart, spine nice and straight. Tuck your tailbone maybe a little bit, that can help. You're touching the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and your chin is tucked in just a little bit. And then we have our hands in prayer position, the elbows are out. A little bit of pressure you kind of feel at your fingertips, and if you move your hands up and down, you'll get to that point where it just kind of holds them in place, and that's perfect. And then you breathe in, and you bend forward with that in-breath, and you just let something come to mind that you can be grateful for. And then release your breath and come back up. So the whole movement is quite easy. It's just a little bow. And when you do this, the aim is to be as grateful as you can. And if something comes up that you're like, why would I be grateful for it? That's probably something you really want to be grateful for. And if it's a challenge, especially, you might be like, why am I grateful that, my back is hurting so much? But be grateful for the opportunity to look beyond the pain maybe and see what it is that you can help your body. What's your body telling you with pain? And of course, it could be something silly that you're being grateful for. It comes up like you get yellow jelly beans that come into your mind. So be grateful for yellow jelly beans. So as we continue, I'll tell you a little bit about this movement. This is the fifth movement in Master Lin's 5-element Qigong practice. And it's called Connecting with Your Heart's Energy. Like you realize, we are bringing in gratitude. And guess what? When we bring in gratitude, it releases fear. So that's why something like a challenge may come up to your mind as you do this, come up to your heart. The element is the water element. In our body, that's our kidney system. The color is dark blue. And the sound, if you want to chant, which will add that vibration, another layer, which is even more powerful, you chant Chui. So we can try that as you breathe in. You come forward. You're so grateful. And as you come up, you chant Chui for all of your out breath. Now, probably you hear me say it for a second and then it goes away. That's just the magic of Zoom. Chui. And you just want to have a soft sound, a low sound. So if you're a soprano, you'll want to go to your low range. Because it's the waves of the vibration when it's lower go through. You can, well, one, you can feel them throughout because it's so deep. You can feel it through your whole system, so that really helps. Let's do one more. Breathing in with gratitude, so grateful for this opportunity to be together in this moment. And breathing out, Chui. And we'll release our hands. And that was our healing movement. So now we just want to harvest it all. So imagine all the chi you've cultivated, maybe colors, coming into a ball of light in your lower dantian, and then use your mind to spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it, faster and faster, get smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, until it turns into a tiny little energy pill you tuck deep behind your navel. Take 3 slow, deep, gentle breaths in. Now we're soothing. Open your eyes when you're ready. Allow 2 of your fingers to slide up the sides of the nose to the forehead. Your palms are covering your eyes. You come around your whole face. When you do this movement, you are helping to ground all the chi you cultivated to keep it for your day. And then the next thing, which also helps give you kind of like a massage over your whole body, is just come up to the ears, start at the top, and then massage all the way down, allowing yourself to get all the areas of the ear massaged, and pull your earlobes. That's an added detoxification. Awesome. One giant 10,000 hands. So I'll explain this, but those of you who know can do it. And you take your arms and hands out, and then you imagine you have 10,000 more hands coming out of your body in all directions, and you're bringing them up, and the universe is just dropping in so many gifts for you. Gifts of our overall intention of peaceful gratitude, and then whatever you put in, whatever everybody put in. And then we take our hands together at the top. Gently lay your hands down on the top of your head. Accept these gifts of the universe. As you bring your hands in, like this, down, you might feel all of these gifts and the chi connecting into your chi field, into your body. And then we stop there at this point because we just bend forward and we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I say many, many blessings. And I look, oh, hi, Shelby. Yeah, I have to. It's a good one, so you'll want to do it later. We're doing peaceful gratitude. And I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.